Hello, fellow vapors. This is Crash with CrashVapes.com. How are you all today? Good. If you said bad, I'm sorry. Anyhow, it's been a while again since I've done a video, but I've got an assembly video that we're going to do here. This is the Fluid Vapor RBA Workstation from Rob at fluidvapor.com. And I have the new one in front of me, so we're going to put it together. I've put this together before, and I screwed up part of it, so I'm doing it again. I just took it all the way apart because I figured it would be best if I just did a whole video, start to finish, of assembling it. So on this, I've already taken off all the protective coating that was on it. There was this film all over all the pieces. That's probably the longer thing to do. Takes the longest. Takes longer than putting it together, basically, is what I'm getting at. So let's go down, and I'm going to show you how I put it together and how you can put it together, and then you can be happy. Here we go. All right, so there is the stand. Comes with the bottom, the top, your two front pieces, and then over here I have a drawer, which I will put together with you as well. Comes with a ohm meter, the standard AA style ohm meter. This one is not the one that came with it, but it is identical almost to the one that came with it. You can see the 510 connector is in a different location, and I'll go over why I have the other one out once I put this together. Alright, so first thing you do is you get all your coating off of it, take your top plate, set it aside, you take your bottom piece, and we're going to start putting posts in it. On this part there is 4, 5, 6, 7 posts that go in this. They go in all the circles. It's pretty hard to miss. There's circles and then there's slots. So put a post in each circle. What I do is I just take one of my screws, push it in from underneath, take your standoff, post, standoff, whatever you want to call it, screw it down until it's tight. And you just keep doing that until you get all the circles full. One goes here. I'm going to do this kind of accelerated, so if you need to pause, feel free to pause at any point to get all these in. I won't cut the video, but I'm just going to do it quickly since I've already put it together before. And the part I screwed up was the drawer. I put the front on the back and the back on the front. I was talking with Rob, and he may be able to help with that on the future ones he makes, so you can tell which one's the front and the rear of the drawer, but you will have to find that out when you get yours, or just watch the video and see which one goes where. And also with this kit comes some little rubber feet. I've already put the feet on because, like I said, I had it together. I'll show you where they go in just a second, or at least where I put mine. I don't think it really matters where they go, but here's where I put mine. So this is the front of the the stand, and then the rear. Put it next to in the rear, next to the screw, and then over the little slot on the front, and then in the very front, I just put it in the center. So there you have your stand with your standoffs installed. And from here, let's just put the drawer together real quick. So I'll slide that. Let's put it over here. So the drawer. Here's the drawer pieces. Okay, these are the sides. This is the front. This is the front of the drawer. This is the rear of the drawer. And this is the bottom. So before I'd put it together backwards, I had the front and the rear and the rear and the front. What you do is you take it and you put all these pieces together like so. Obviously you got the little slots on the bottom. And then you have your front panel. Get it slid in there, hopefully without losing the bottom panel. Yep, kind of got it all together. So then you have your box. There's the bottom. You should see this flush down here. If you have this in backwards, there will be a gap here rather than flush right here. Top. With your standoff, you want to grab 2 of them and then get 4 screws out. This comes with all the hardware, comes with your Allen key. I mean, you pretty much just have to put it together. You don't have to pull out any tools or anything like that to do it. So here, I think I'm going to put the rear one on first. You take one bar, you stick it in the middle on the back, and it has to sit flat on one of the flat bars, which my camera probably won't focus since it's dumb. Anyhow, get it in there, line it up with one of the holes, take your screw and the Allen that comes provided, drop your Allen, tighten up your screw. Just make it a little snug, don't get it totally tight because you want to make sure you can get all the screws in before you tighten them all down. And on the other side, get it started. Snug it down. The front. So the front, if you get it lined up in here, so it doesn't want to stay. So let's see if we can do it this way. Grab a screw, pop it in, grab the standoff, and you can just kind of slide it in, and then screw and hold down the actual screw to get it to tighten up. And get your bar in, line it up on your other side. Get your fourth screw, drop it in, and tighten it down. So at this point, you've got all your screws in. You can set the box flat. I'm going to put it on its bottom, and I'm just going to tighten these all up. I don't know if it matters or not if you tighten these before you get to this point. I just like to do this to make sure everything's square. Don't want to have the box crooked. Alright, so now that's tight. So your box is ready. You have your front, rear, it's all ready to go. Okay, get your stand back over. The RBA Workbench one will go on your right hand side. The one for the drawer with the window will go on the left hand side. It just goes in. It fits. It goes together. Take your drawer, and you're going to want to put your drawer in before you put on the top plate. And the reason is this drawer has a stop on it, so it won't come out. So you slide your drawer in, grab your top plate, and you set it down on top of the whole assembly. And you'll see these 4 slots have to go in. There's one here, 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 and here. Sorry, I can't really get the whole thing in the camera shot there. But anyhow, you get that there, and then you get out the rest of your screws for the top plate. I'm just going to set these in and give them a little turn just to start them, and then go back over and tighten them all up. If I can get them all out here. There's the 3 in the back. Probably can't see that part. Now the black is obviously a fingerprint magnet. I don't know if you, oh yeah, you can see it in there. After you're done assembling it, you just take a soft cloth and wipe it down. Something lint-free should be handy. Now for tightening, I'm going to start in this middle one. Middle ones, and tighten those down first, kind of work my way out. I don't know if it matters or not, but I always like to do things like I would on a car. On a cylinder head, you tighten from the inside and work your way out. So that's what we're doing here. And we'll snug this one down, and I'll come across and get a side one. That one, come back here. Get this other side. One more. Alright, so these are all relatively tight now. I tightened the base up when I was tightening them down from the top, so they're okay. The last part to screw onto this, well, not the last part, but one of them, is your spool holder. So pull your drawer out, go underneath with one of your screws. If I can not drop it. Stick it up through the hole, take your stand off, tighten it down, take your wire spools, pop them on, and then this disc is the hold down for the top. So you just take your disc, get that started, lose my Allen, there it is, and tighten it up. Then you have your 510 connectors, which you're going to get 4 with the kit. They go in the front right here. So you just take them. They might not look like they unscrew, but there's a nut on them. So you just take it, unscrew it. Hopefully that was in focus enough to see. And then you take the nut that comes off, put it underneath on one of these holes, and then just screw on your connector and just tighten it up. Another one. Two more. All right, once you get those all tight, you can get your ohm meter and put it in here. So the ohm meter that came with it, when I was trying to snug it down, this connector started coming out a little bit. I talked to Rob, and he said if that happens to any of you guys, you put a little super glue down in here, something to keep this connector from sliding out. But I'm too lazy to go find super glue, so I'm just using my other one. It comes with the 510 to Ego connection. When I put it together, I put this guy in first. Then you take your box and it goes like this. Put it in from underneath. Get it about lined up, and then you take this guy that comes with the kit. And this is to go on to the 901, 808, whatever this connector is here. That one. And you tighten it up. Just make it nice and snug. See a little movement still. That's good enough. This is one of those things where you can't really get it 100% tight to where it's not going to move at all. But the idea is to just make it so you can at least get to your switch, turn it on and off, and tighten up and loosen up your device that you put on there. And then, obviously, to assemble, you pop your device on here, and then you got all your stuff right there in front of you. And you check your ohms at the end. You can see I got a 1.02 dual ohm going on in here. Or dual coil, not dual ohm. There is no such thing. So that's it, minus the cup. Which goes right there. And there's your stand assembled. You have slots in here for screwdriver. You put it here. You got space over here where you can put tools and stuff. I don't have any of my snips. Oh, yeah, yeah. If you have, you know, snips of some sort, they can go there. Pliers, whatever it is you have, will fit somewhere. These are some snap-on side cutters that I use for doing my coils, and they seem to fit nicely. So, there you have it. That's all the parts. As you can see, like I said, the drawer will not come out. Stays put. And that's it. Great little stand. It's awesome. I have another one from Rob. Like I said, this one's been revised, but the other one I use all the time. I've got all my stuff set up in it. I'm going to switch everything over to this one and start using it instead. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or otherwise, feel free to post below or over at my blog, crashvapes.com. Check out Rob at fluidvapor.com and see what they got. I'll put a link in the description, of course. And I might even put one here to get to his website. Thank you. Have a great one.